Itamafetu Shabuzet, this is your boy Donald Sizo Kamkize, also known as Kabavovo Ivavelihle, the Big G at Kubela. Happy Sunday to you. It is the Sunday morning, it is the 17th of January 2021. I welcome you. This is a Kabavovo YouTube channel. This is a show, Ivovo Talk, the show where we talk about everything else and leave nothing unattended. We are indeed in your space again this morning to do nothing but to motivate you and to encourage you and make sure that you become the best that you can be. We're gonna go to the verse and kick off the show, and like we always do with the Bible verse. But before we do that, I just want to say a big up to all the people that took their time last week to watch last week's show, Battles of Me Within Me. I hope indeed that show did make you, did the things and prepare you for the year and made you stronger. Because indeed it's all about you. Everything begins about you. So thank you so much for the views. We've hit more than 100 views, and it's such a celebration and it's such a good thing and a great thing to us as if of a talk and Kabavovo YouTube channel. So we really do appreciate you and thank you. Keep up the watching and keep up the liking, clicking, subscribing, and sharing all those things. We really salute you for that, and we really appreciate you for that. And we're gonna go to the verse. But here's the thing that I want you to say before I go to the verse. I just want to give you a briefing about myself, and you'll understand why I'm giving you a briefing about myself this morning when I'm introducing our topic of today. Basically, I'm a Zulu boy, and I was born and bred at Tegwini Kakasin Banana in a hospital called Makod Hospital, and then I grew up in Mlazi, Kaslamakase, L section in Namining Go 1, like Tolekonolovi, Gibbons and Bellas focus is right. So Nikuleluk for Rumba Fetu that was extended to a 6-room. Basically, it's a 3-bedroom house. I never really had a bedroom of my own. By the way, Ekaya, we are 8, Sespelele. I'm the last born, as you see me. I've got other siblings. Praise to God, thank to God. We're still all alive except our, parents that are late. So may their good souls rest in peace, and I'll forever be grateful to them for the things that they've taught me and the things that they've imparted and deposited into my life. So being a last born, most people, they think that life is easy, you get things and all those things. But however, in my case, it was a little bit different from that. What I'm saying, and I'm trying to give you a bit of my background, how I grew up, and in my growing, I went to Ekolenza Selection. So I went to black schools. I never went to multiracial school. That's why sometimes I always tell you that's why maybe my English is not that so good. But what matters is as long as you can hear me, Sizwana, good grind, as listening, I push a land to say a. But what I'm trying to show you, I'm trying to show you a background of me that I never went to the white school. I started staying in the suburbs when I was very old, Sebenza, and I never had my own room, ekaya, as to say this is bedroom, Kabavovo. I never had, the silver spoon in my life as I was growing up, and I had so many things, but there's so many things also that I didn't have as I was growing up. But irregardless of my situation, regardless of my background, regardless of where I came from, regardless of how I grew up, I managed to focus and to push and to fight and do whatever that I can be to become the best that I can be. And I'm not great for that matter. I'm still, pushing, and I'm still working on myself and so many things, and there's so many things in front of me that I'm still working on. So I just wanted you to give you that bit of background. Just stay with me. We're gonna go to the word now to open up the show or to kickstart the show. And after that, I'm going to introduce the topic of today, and you will indeed understand why I gave you that bit of briefing about myself. I hope you're good and you're blessed wherever you are. Don't go anywhere. By the way, if you're on your way to church or you've been to church, I hope church was great and Moruti did, touch your heart and your spirit and your soul. And wenza sure ukuthi ugrand umnandi and everything goes well in terms of your spirit life, because that is also a very important part of your life. Without your spirit being on top, you're gonna face too many challenges. So we're gonna go to the word and then we're gonna kick off the show. Don't go anywhere, stay with us. We'll be right back. A very good morning to you, Dumelango Haye, Sanbonani, Molweni, Nda, Riatamisha. This is your boy Kabavovo, aka Vavelisha, the Big Jet Gubela. This is Eve Talk, your show where we talk about everything else and leave nothing unattended. This is the time where we kick off the show with the Bible verse, and we carry on with the show. The verse that we're reading today, this morning, being the 17th of January, 2021, we are indeed halfway the month of Jan. If I another movie, and here we are, reading the book of John, chapter 24. Sorry, the book of John, chapter 12, verse 24. John uzivelela magate as kalunyaka, and we're still in the first month. So John Vuligate is in Lagos in the Bible verse. You will listen when we're reading this verse. Nama doubles akhona, nama double barrels akhona. Angikhulumi ngeJameson lapho double barrel eJameson laba bathanda utshwala. But anyway asikho lapho. Ngikhuluma ngeverse lesifunda namhlanje ukuthi there are double barrels, and you must be careful every time when something is in doubles, it comes in doubles. There's something power. There's a power that comes with that thing or that verse. Okay, we're reading the book of John, chapter 12, verse 24. It reads as follows. Truly, truly, I say to you, yes, to you, unless a grain, a seed of wheat falls into the earth and dies, it remains alone. But if it dies, it bears much fruit. John 12, verse 24. Truly, truly, I say to you, unless a grain, a seed of wheat falls into the earth and dies, it remains alone. But if it dies, it bears much fruit. I am a boy Kabavovo, aka Vavelisha, the Big Jet Gubela. Welcome to you. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning. This is a show, Eve Talk, where we talk about everything else and leave nothing unattended. Right now, we're going to introduce the topic of this morning, and we're going to kick on the show. And I'm going to say a couple of things to you, and I hope it's going to impact your life and change your life for the better as we begin this year, as we grow, as we're setting up our dreams, our goals, our visions, as we working towards our greatness, because indeed the show is all about greatness. And even on this year in 2021, we're still stepping on greatness, in your greatness, because I believe in you, son, dwelling out all the time, all the time. Like I always say whenever I come to a space, that you don't have to do this life alone, but we have to do it together, because I've got your back and I believe in you. All that I'm asking is you believe in yourself as I believe in you, so that we can do this journey easier and better and become the best. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back and introduce our topic for today, and we're going to carry on with the show and put this show to rest. I hope you're good and you're blessed wherever you are. Happy Sunday to you. Welcome back to you. You still tune in into Cover of YouTube channel. This is your show, Ivova Talk, where we talk about everything else and leave nothing unattended. I am your boy, Kabavovo, aka Vavelisha, the Big G at Bella. I am indeed in your space this morning, being the 17th of January 2021. It is the time of the show where you've been waiting for to hear the topic of today. The topic of today, this Sunday morning, we're talking about undeniable seed. Undeniable seed. Hashtag fertile or not. Now and again, in life, as you always know, that this is a talk show. We talk. So Lexile, Splomile, we're just talking, and we're talking about things that matters in life. We're talking about things that are going to help you in terms of growing yourself toward your greatness. I just want to say to you that the things that we talk about in this show is not miracle, is not big, things that is going to confuse you. It's simplest things ever that is needed in your life, in my life, in our lives to become great. Is the things, some of the things that we talk about are the things that and maybe you for whatever reason, because of the pressures of life and the length of the journey of life, you seem to shy away from or forget or something like that. So all that I do, I just come into your space and to motivate you and to remind you of those things that you know, and to bring those simple things that you look at down upon and that are going to help you. As this morning we're talking about this topic, undeniable seed, hashtag fertile or not. Now and again, you will hear people talking about roots and saying you need to know your roots and you need to go back to your roots and stuff like that. But here's the thing that you need to understand. A root or a powerful or what you call a tree, the strength of a tree, it is determined by its own roots. However, the root begins as humbly as an undeniable seed. So when you look at the tree, a beautiful plant or whatever form of plant, it can be oranges, it can be peaches, it can be ukamtrini, the tallest tree that you can see or find, one of the tallest trees that you can find in the world. That tree, that big tree, started a small thing as a seed. Yes, the strength of the tree is determined by the roots and how strong are the roots. But however, those roots, they started about small, simple thing as a seed. Why am I talking about this thing? What I want you to understand is you yourself, you are a seed. Yes, you are a seed. What do I mean by that? In any case, besides what I'm going to say now, or besides the version of me calling you a seed, biologically you are a seed because you came from your father's seed, of which is a sperm. A sperm is biologically regarded as a seed that fertilizes the egg, and then boom comes you as a baby. So you are a seed. What I want you to understand is you are an undeniable seed. One of the things that makes people not to make it in life, it is self-doubt. Most people, they doubt themselves. Most people, they judge themselves. Most people, they misqualify themselves in so many things in life, in so many things that can help them, in so many things that they can achieve, but they disqualify themselves. This is I did this show and this topic on purpose after that topic of last week, battles of me within me, because as you listen to this, you will understand, if you did watch last week's show, that it kind of like follows each other. Because this month I decided to deal a lot with you as a person, and then on the next month we'll deal with other things, because I strongly believe that everything begins with you. If you have understood and mastered these simple things about your life and about life itself and about you, then the rest is is history. So I want you to understand that you are a seed. And before that, I was saying that people disqualify themselves and then they misjudge them. In the beginning of the show, I gave you a briefing about my life, about my background, how I grew up. I did that on purpose. The reason why I did that is because I wanted you to really understand, because it's easier for people, like there's so many people in life that we see that have kind of like succeeded, or they are doing great things, and we honor them and we envy them, and we wish we could be like them, or we wish we could do great things like they do. But however, there comes a stumbling block, or there's come a wall that says, but I can't do that because I grew up in a poor background, because I didn't have that, because I didn't have that, because this and that, all the excuses. Only to find that the people that inspires you, or the people that are doing great things, or the people that are doing wonderful things, that when you look at them, you get inspired and wish that you can do great as well. They went through worse things than what you did. So that's why I did that, so to show you that I'm not saying that I'm better or now I'm greater than other people or whatever, but what I'm saying is some people might look at me like having this show and being a motivational speaker and motivating people and encouraging people and think that I'm all that and I had it sorted from my bed. No, it's not like that. How I became who I am now and today, it was understanding this concept that I am an undeniable seed. What does undeniable seed mean? You see, those who does farming and planting, they will tell you that for you to plant, you need to prepare the soil, and you need to there's certain type of soil that can accept or receive the seed and make sure the seed grows quicker and grows well and it's and the way that it's supposed to. But however, when you're driving, like taking a long drive in the farms or in those deserted areas, you will come across trees that have, or plants that have grow up in a very awkward or in a very not conducive or not so well soil or place. Like if you watch, I was watching other pictures when I was preparing for this show. There is a tree, a beautiful tree that I saw, a plant that grew up in a desert. I'm sure you saw it in the beginning of the show, the picture that I'm talking about. So it is important for you to understand that you are a undeniable seed. What do I mean about that? It simply means it's not about the soil, but it is about you as the seed. I'm gonna repeat that. If one of the things that you need to understand and master it this year, it may sound very simple and it might sound very easy, is that this year is not about the soil, but it's about you as a seed. If you have convinced yourself and told yourself that you are in an undeniable seed, and you will make sure that you become great. It won't be about the soil, no matter how hard the soil is, no matter how hard and how difficult the soil becomes, but you will make it and you become great. There is a what you call a short video clip that I'm gonna play just now for you, just to help you understand what I'm saying. When I'm saying you need to speak to yourself and command your mind, your heart, your soul, and remind it that you are indeed what you call the seed. Okay, here's the couple of things or few things that I want you to understand about the seed that is going to help you in your life as we carry on in 2021. There's so many challenges that we're facing, and there's so many things that we want to achieve. But if we master this concept to understand that we are undeniable seed, and then we will make it. In any case, to also prove it to you and to give you an evidence that beside what I'm saying to you, beside this encouragement and motivation that I'm doing to you this morning, saying you're an undeniable seed, you are an undeniable seed. Look at it this way. I mean, how many times did your parents try to conceive? There are parents that were struggling to conceive, but eventually they did conceive, and then you did win, because you are an undeniable seed. You survived and you made it after how many times and how many tries your parents did. You see, that's proof enough that there's nothing and nothing whatsoever that is beyond you and that you cannot achieve. It's all in your mind, within yourself, as long as you have confessed into yourself that you are indeed the undeniable seed, and you'll make it. Here's the thing. The verse that we read earlier on, it said, unless the seed goes into the soil. When the seed goes into the soil, what happens? It gets buried. It goes into the darkest place ever. And during that, it dies. And when it dies, this is the process now of the seed becoming the what you call the plant or the root to become a plant, right? When it dies, part of the process that happens is it crashes or it bursts. When it bursts, it becomes one with the soil, and therefore it grows the plant, and the plant becomes beautiful. This verse says, unless that happens, the seed remains alone. But when it dies, it bears much fruit. Here's the thing. The seed that you are, the vision that you have, the ambitions that you have, the things that you want to achieve, those are the seeds within the seed that is you. So unless those things go through the process of this planting of a seed for it to grow, it's not going to happen, and nothing great will happen. So here, what you need to understand, part of life and part of the journey of life, you will have to allow yourself to go through the process, and that part of the process you will be alone, and part of this process, some things in you that will break. You will lose certain things in you. Me as Ukabavova, as you see me today, I'm what I am today because there's certain things, there's certain breaking, there's certain losses that I went through in my life to make the seed become the plant and to become the root. So it's not that you are cursed, it's not that there's something wrong about you. It is part of the process. But here's the thing that I need you to really take note of and focus off in this, is that if you do not allow that process and don't go through that process, you'll remain alone, and the fruits and the greatness that is within you Because I so wish actually I was supposed to have some form of a seed here to show you this thing. You know, a seed is something so small, you know, but what it becomes and what it produces is something so great. The idea that you have, the vision that you have, it's great. It doesn't have to be the 10-page vision. It doesn't have to be the Oscar platform, you know, awards vision. As long as you have that vision within you, as long as you believe in that vision, as long as you can see it in your eyes and you can see it in your mind, you can see that vision within you, and you will understand that the process, when it goes through the process, it will become great. So this is the thing that I need you to understand, that you are a seed, and the visions and the things that you want to achieve this year, those are the seeds within the seed that is in you. So you are an undeniable seed. You need to understand that there is no soil, there is no place where you cannot grow. What stops you from growing, it is not that the soil is too hard or the soil is fertile or whatever, but it is because the seed that is you haven't, you know, came into realization and believing and understanding how great it is. Because there are what you call seeds that are being planted in fertile soils and they don't grow and nothing happens. The thing is not the soil, but it is the seed. Like I said before, this year is not about the soil, but it's about the seed that it is you. You are in the undeniable seed. You are still tuned into Kabavovo YouTube channel. This is a show, You've Overtalked, the show where you talk about everything else and leave nothing unattended. So I hope you're good and you're blessed this Sunday and everything is going well with you, and you're still with me, and then you're learning a couple of things in what we are talking about. I'm gonna play a short video clip in terms of you talking to yourself, because here's the thing, like I said on the last show, and I'm gonna keep on repeating this, because you know, in life they say be careful of who you tell your dreams to, and be careful who you share your ideas to or with. Do you understand? Because people are dangerous. People, some people, they can be friends to you, but those people are, or seem to be friends to you, but those people are dangerous and they're out there to kill the vision and the dream within you. So now, but here's the thing also, this is where it gets a bit confusing or a bit skeptical and catchy, but that's where what I'm gonna say to you now comes in, and that's where you need to keep on doing that to avoid those other certain things. They say, or we say usually as speakers or other people as they talk as well, they say if you want something to come true, you need to confess it, you need to keep on saying it, you know. But now here's where other people get it wrong. They think that saying it means now you need to go around telling people about it. Yes, confessing it and uttering it, there's power and there's magic, there's supernatural power that goes with that. But who do you need to utter it to, and who do you need to tell? It is you. It is not your friend, it is not the next person, but it is you. If there's any person that needs to know about your next move and your vision, your goal, your dreams, it's nobody but you. This undeniable seed, the strength of it, the growth of it, what it will become, the fruits it will bear, you know, at a vision level, at a goal level, at a dream level. If there's any person that needs to know about it, it is nobody but you. Other people will have to know, or obviously they will know about it when it happens, when this tree have grown, when this seed have become a plant, when this tree now is bearing fruits. Because here's the thing about the seed: you can walk or pass a ground. All that you see, you just see a soil. That's it. But underneath that soil, my God, underneath that soil, kulele the greatest trees, kulele the fruits, the beautiful fruits, the tasty fruits, the wonderful fruits that you can ever find. That's how your life should be. Don't go around being a radio station, publicizing your dreams and your vision and your next move. Because that, like some of us or some of you could have been far in life, but the mistake that you do is you going around telling people your next move, telling people your dreams, and unfortunately you're telling wrong people that are just there to kill you and to make sure that whatever that you want to achieve doesn't happen. But because you are great, everything that you desire and God destined you to happen, it will happen. But sometimes the timing, or the time it takes for it, because of the difference between the timing and the time. That's another thing that you need to understand. So the time it takes, it might take longer. You know why? Because of the people that are sabotaging your vision, your dream, of which is whose mistake? It is your mistake. This is what you need to do. Have those visions, have those dreams, and do exactly what this next small video clip is going to be showing you. Talk to yourself. Get used to talking to yourself. Get used into conforming things into yourself. If that is difficult, get a puppy. Speak to a puppy. At least the puppy will listen and the puppy won't be against you. Or get a certain object that is not human that you can speak to or tell the story to. I like what one of great businessmen and a friend of mine does. He always he says it's a board meeting. He always has meetings now and again with his daughter. Still, the daughter is a few months old, and he will speak to the daughter and tell the daughter about the vision of the business, about the next move of the business. He's talking to himself, but he's telling the daughter, the few months old daughter, about these things. So what is he doing? He's talking to himself. He's confirming these things. He's confirming that these things are undeniable seed. Hashtag fatal or not, this thing is going to happen. Hashtag whatever troubles comes. Hashtag COVID comes. Hashtag whatever comes your way, you will make it. But you need to confess it and speak it into yourself. Check out the short clip, and I'm going to say 4 points to you after that, and then we're going to wrap up the show. And I hope you are blessed and you're good wherever you are. Kabavov, Kunz, Skoko-san, I want you to know ukuthi wimbewu wena ngiyayisida. Awukho umhlabathi ongeke uzomila kuwona. Awukho umhlabathi ozokuhlula. Noma ngakuthiwa unonile umhlabathi, whether it's a desert, whether it's a fertile soil, whatever type of soil, this seed that is you, it will always come out. It will always grow. It will always be the best. There's no door that you cannot open. There is nothing that you have told yourself. There's nothing that you have told your mind that you cannot achieve. Uyimbewu ntwana, uyimbewu son, you're a seed. Every soil that you are buried in, every situation that you find yourself in, you will grow up to be a strong root and to be a strong, beautiful tree. Uzomila, uzobeskok. All that we have to do is believe in you and believe that you are indeed an undeniable seed. Welcome back to you. You're still tuning into Kabavovo YouTube channel. This is the show Ivo Talk, the show where we talk about everything else and leave nothing unattended. Indeed, I am your boy Kabavovo, aka Ivo Velihle, the big G at Kupela, Ubaba Kamambo. I am in your space this morning and to motivate you and encourage you and make sure that you become the best that you can be. This morning, being the 17th of January 2021, we're talking about the undeniable seed, hashtag fertile or not. These are the 4 points or pointers that I want to leave with you, and I hope it's going to help you in your journey of greatness. At the end of the day, oh, by the way, I hope you just enjoyed this small clip now that we played for you, where I was talking to myself and commanding my whole thing and my whole system that I am indeed an undeniable seed. That is not crazy, guys. That is a very powerful exercise. That is a very, very good exercise. It's healthy. You need to do that. I know it seems crazy or it sounds crazy, but there's greatness in it. There's nothing. I was watching Uskumba the other day on Kaya FM, and then he was saying, I can't remember who was his guest, that he was, I think it's Busiswa, yeah. He was saying to Busiswa, whenever you're not normal, Nayus Kumba was saying he's also not normal. At Tivele, there cannot be normality in something that is great. Of which indeed, that's true. In every greatness, there's something that doesn't sound normal in that. In every greatness, there's no normality there. If you want to stay normal and be deemed and seem normal, you're not gonna make it. You're gonna stay as a deniable seed. People are gonna deny you. Your dreams are gonna deny you. Your vision is gonna deny you. But you have to go beyond. Do the craziest thing. Go beyond normality. That's how you become great. These are the 4 pointers that I want to leave you with in terms of what you call being an undeniable seed and your greatness. So basically, like I always do at the end of the show, I take the one word in the topic and I just break it down and I say a couple of things on that. So these are the 4 pointers coming from the word seed, or the letters of the word seed. Number 1, segregation. As you grow in your journey of your life, as you grow as this undeniable seed and becoming a plant and becoming a root and growing to become a plant and becoming that and bearing those fruits, because at the end of the day, it's not just the plant being a plant, but the plant must bear fruits. It must have a purpose. A tree gives a shade, it gives fruits, it gives what you call sustainability. There's so many things that comes with the purpose of what you're doing. The purpose in you is very important. So number 1, segregation. As you building yourself and growing as the seed, you need to understand that you will have to go through segregation. You will have to separate yourself from normality, and you'll have to separate yourself from certain people, and sometimes you'll have to be alone, or sometimes you'll have to be with a group of people that understand the same vision as you and that are working toward the same goal and the same vision as you. As you grow in your life, in your greatness, in this undeniable seed to become a plant, you'll have to go through that segregation. Point number 2, exorbitant. You see, Singisi sasekupi elokishini. Akusona sasesamasababsini, but at least siyazama. Siyapusha siyalela. That's how his life is. Pusha ilwa nawe. Like that other guy, Mazubani Kamalaka, at Ilwa Ntombo, ilwa-ke nawe in your dreams and in whatever that you want to be. So the next what you call point, exorbitant, it simply means that you have to go beyond what is reasonable. If you want, they always say that if you want something that you never had, you must be willing to do things that you've never done in your life. So being in that comfort zone and being, scared and playing it safe, I'm not saying being stupid, I'm not saying risk your life, and all those things. What I'm saying is do take risk and go beyond the reasonable borders, go beyond the reasonable margins, because that is how you're going to become great. Look at it like I'm talking about the seed. A seed goes down, in the ground, and after that it goes up and it grows to be, whatever meters tall as a tree, and then the roots, it spreads down in a long, what you call, way as in the ground. So that's what needs to happen. Go beyond the reasonable, go beyond the normal, go beyond the what you call the known or the limited measures, because that is how you're going to become great. Otherwise, if you don't do that, Fanagit or Siswam or Ole Titan or wherever you are, you're gonna remain where you are and nothing will change. Like I said last week, 2021, if you don't do things right and you don't do what you're supposed to do, 2021 is gonna be like any other year. There won't be any change, you won't see any difference. But for you to see a difference, you need to listen to this and understand these things and do what you're supposed to do. Go beyond that reasonable. And point number 3, as we push to wrap up, it is point number 3 is excision. Excision. I'm trying to show my excision. So part of the process of your growing, you will have to cut certain things in your life. There's certain things that you do. There's certain things that you've always been doing that you'll have to change. There's certain things that you have to cut, and you have to prune yourself. Because if you do not do that, it's like when the seed grows to a plant, and sometimes part of the process it goes through pruning. Because I remember when I was growing up, Ubaba Ekaya, we had we planted banana. Part of the duties that we used to do, Ubaba used to take us lapane ngadini banana, and what we'll do is we will clean there, and part of the cleaning will be pruning amagacha, banana is clutters banana, and cut certain leaves and things and clean and make sure that everything is right. Because if you leave it like that, the plant gets too heavy by unnecessary things, and the movement and the progress and the process of you becoming great and the pace and all those things become daunting and become almost impossible for you to achieve, simply because you are carrying things that you're not supposed to carry. So there are things that you'll have to let go of. There are things that you have to cut out of. There are even people that you'll have to cut out of your life. There are habits that you'll have to cut out of your life to make sure that you become great. The last one actually is D, durable. At the end of the day, this show and at the end of the day, this topic, and at the end of the day, this life, and at the end of the day, that seed, there's only one purpose of it, is to become durable. All the things that you do in your life, all the things that you planning all the things that you aspire. It's all about durability. It's all about you becoming durable. So basically, durable is exactly like greatness. Being able to withstand pressure. That's what you need to train yourself. Without pressure, without all those things, your durability won't happen, won't come out. For us, or for people, or for life itself, or for something just dropped down in my head. You see, I believe, it may sound crazy, but I believe that your vision and your goal, as I'm closing now, this is the last point, and I'm gonna say goodbye to you. You're still tuning into Ivovo Talk. I am your boy Kaba Vovo, aka Vovelihle, the big G at Kupela. It is the Sunday morning. It is the 17th of January 2021, and we are talking about undeniable seed. Hashtag fertile or not. It is not about the soil, but it's about you as the seed. So I am on my last point, and my last point says, on the 4 pointers, it says durable. Something that I've dropped in my head and in my spirit now. It says the vision and your goals, they're actually like the board of interviewers, and they're like the board of directors in a company that interview. You know, like when you're going for an interview, needing a space in a company, you'll have to go through an interview, and they will have to interview you. You'll have to answer or present yourself, and then they buy into your presentation, and then from then you get the position. Your greatness and you winning and becoming great, it's basically your vision and your goals and your dreams are saying yes to you. And you know why they're saying yes to you? Because you went through an interview of what? Of persistence, of withstanding pressure, of sleepless nights, of not giving up, of not listening to people, of believing in yourself, of overlooking negative things, of overlooking your background, of overlooking what people say about you, of overlooking all the and all those things. All that is a presentation to your dreams and to your vision, to say, why am I worth it to have you and to be in sync and in one with you? I'm worth it because of this. And they say yes, and then what happens? You win and you succeed. That's basically what it's all about. So durable, be able to withstand the pressure. So I pray that you may be able to withstand every pressure that comes along this year in your life, in the journey of greatness. I pray that God may give you strength and courage for you to indeed become that undeniable seed and make sure that you grow in every type of soil, in every type of situation. Make no mistake, it's going to be hard, as it's hard already as it is. Unfortunately, this year we're beginning a year while we're still continuing or the struggle and the suffering of the COVID-19. So other than the COVID-19, there are other things and other pressures that are going to come your way. It's sad enough that beyond the other factors, we're already starting on something that is hard. But however, that shouldn't let us down, and that shouldn't confuse us. That shouldn't make us not understand and forget that we're undeniable seed. We grow in every type of soil. Even in the desert, we grow. Even in the desert, you will grow. Believe that we are undeniable seed, and you will grow and you will win wherever you go. I hope you did enjoy this. This was your show, Ivovo Talk. We were talking about undeniable seed. Hashtag fertile or not. We've came into the end of today's show. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope I did open up something in your heart and in your mind, and you're gonna become great. Tomorrow is the 18th of January. It's a Monday. It's a new week. Go out there understanding that you're undeniable seed and win, man. Win. When you go for that interview, when you go for that meeting, when you go for that presentation, I don't know, whatever that you do, go to that business meeting, go there understanding, having that confidence, having that, thing, you're undeniable seed, as you speak, as you present yourself, as they tackle you, as they give you questions and they bring all those things, understand that you're undeniable seed. Go out there and make it happen and win. Like I always say at the end of the show, please guys, your subscriptions means a lot. Please do subscribe on this show, and thank you so much for people that have subscribed during the course of the week. Indeed, I do see what you call growth on this show, and please do subscribe and do click like and do share, because someone needs to hear this. I will see you next Sunday. We are coming back into your space and to do nothing and to motivate you and make sure that you become great. Have a great week and have a blessed one. I love you. I'm out. Have a blessed one. Ciao. Salute.